And welcome to Referees Corner here on IslandStats.com. I'm your host, Earl Basin. I'll be joined by a few youth referees today. Joining me right away is Kawhi Evans. Kawhi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You have been officiating for just over a year now. What are some of the enjoyable things you've been able to do, and what are some of the what does refereeing bring you joy in doing in youth games?
Well, when the players be throwing foul throws, I try to teach them how to, and because some of them like to just set up the wall in the goal, so I tell them if you want a wall, I take 10 yards, and then I set up the wall.
When it's game day and you have to officiate first and then play afterwards?
I focus on my football game that I got to do in the afternoon for PhD, but I got part of my mind set on the first game, then I got to do.
Then whenever you have that conflict where you get close to a game that you got to play and a game you're officiating, do you talk to the chairman and say, listen, I gotta, my game is at 1 o'clock or my game is at 1:30?
No, he just looks at the schedule, and because my mama will tell him about it, and yeah, listen.
Yeah. When you looking at it, why would you get involved in officiating?
To give back to the youth.
Oh, okay. And you're still young too, but somebody gave you the opportunity, so you're giving back.
Yes.
Is it something that you're really having fun with?
Yes.
Okay. One word answer. That is good. It's good. So when your team is playing games and you're playing with your team, do you find yourself kind of being the peacemaker of sorts when you want to tell guys the referee's call is right, or you'd have to understand the rules? Do you find yourself that person telling your players certain things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, because sometimes I argue with the ref myself.
Oh, now that's different. Why are you arguing with the referee?
Because I think his call is wrong.
Right.
And sometimes they're biased to the other team. So.
Do you find yourself, and when you're officiating, do you find yourself doing stuff like that? No. Do you? Okay. Well, let me put it this way: could it be that they just missed the call, or see something different?
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to bias, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's understandable. It's understandable because remember, you have to make the call that you see, not what everybody else sees. You know what I mean? Especially as a referee assistant, do you find it a little difficult to stay up and play? Or sometimes you end up watching the game.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
And welcome back to Referees Corner here on IslandStats.com. I'm your host, Earl Basin, and now joining me is Kaylee Richards,
yeah.
Kaylee Richards. The mama's going to kill me. But anyway, Kaylee, you've been doing senior football, you've been doing youth football, you're still active in playing. How are you managing all of that, still going to school?
Well, since I do dual enrollment, it's a lot easier to manage my time because I'm not always in school. And I would say, because the days are similar for refereeing and football, it's Monday and Thursday training. So I'd pick one day out of the week, and depending on the session, I would either go to the other. I think overall, since it's just training for National Academy, I don't have to worry about actually playing a game. So it's easier to just focus on refereeing.
Right. And obviously, there's a huge difference in senior football as opposed to youth football because of the many different variations of the game. But are you still having fun with it? Is it still enjoyable?
Yeah, it's still the same from the beginning. I must say that I now since I've been more senior football, I enjoy that better because going to like on the sevens is like a big shift in the codes that will be made because of the level of football.
Mhm.
But it's it's like completely different, even though the rules still apply the same.
Mhm. Do you find now people, senior players and coaches are more respectful? When I say respectful, confident in you that you're making the correct calls? Because at the beginning, obviously, there's going to be some doubt. But do you feel now that they respect your call because they understand that you've been doing it for a while?
Well, with some teams, I'm just starting to get there towards the end of the season, and also I feel it's more of who the referee in the center is that
Right.
they trust.
Right.
And but throughout the game, the players be making calls, and the coaches actually back me up, which is
A good thing.
yeah.
Now, sometimes you find yourself out on the other side of the field. What are those fields? What are those games like for you? And when you're on the opposite side, not on the touch line where the coaches and everybody are.
It's still the same if like people agree with my call sometimes, but it's always gonna be other people who
Right.
don't agree.
Only
So
50%. Only
yeah.
50%. So even if you're 100%, only 50% of those people are gonna like the call. The others don't. When now that you're doing, like I said, now that you're doing a lot of senior games, are you finding it more challenging getting to games of sorts? Because you've been out for a while now, so you're doing night games, you're doing Saturday games, you're doing Sunday night, Sunday afternoon games, and so forth. Are you finding it like I didn't think it would be this much football?
No, I actually want to do it more,
Oh.
but like with classes being at nighttime
Mhm.
or like different things, I'm not able to do as many games as I want.
Right.
But I think the more you do it, the better
Mhm.
you'll get and the more confident you'll be.
Right. Now, you had the CONCACAF and FIFA instructors over the weekend here. They have a chance to look at you, talk to you again. What have they been telling you to do to improve of sorts?
Well, even for all of us as referees, they want us working towards so we could actually pass the FIFA test.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, move.
Hurrah! Yeah, hurrah! Well, thank you very much for your time. I
Thank
do
you.
appreciate you. Look forward to talking to you more and more as you progress up the ladder of officiating in Bermuda.
Thank
All
you.
right? Okay. And we'll be back with another special guest on Referee's Corner right here on IronStats.com. And welcome back to Referee's Corner right here on IronStats.com. Again, I'm your host, Earl Baston, and joining me now is today Steve Hill.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. How long have you been officiating?
This is actually my second season I've done youth refereeing.
Is it something that you find is helping your game?
Yeah, actually, I feel more disciplined because as a player, I'm the one that argues with the ref and complains about
Emotions come out.
different. Yeah, I complain to the ref about calls that he doesn't make, and
Right.
now I see as a ref what he's seeing and what he's going through and stuff. So I feel more disciplined.
So doing this rule has helped your game mentally
Yeah,
a lot more than it calms you down.
yeah, a lot.
Now you're in the National Academy setup as well, so discipline has got to be one of the things that stands out for you guys. I mean, you guys have really shown the country what women's football can do, because you guys have gone further than many, if not all, in the sport. Why did you decide to officiate?
I mean, it was just something else to do, keep myself involved in the game of football, so I'm not just doing football like a ref and see other aspects of the sport.
You've had your challenges with injuries.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah. Is officiating another way that you think, well, while I'm injured, I can't play, but maybe I could still juggle around, I could still help out in the game?
Yeah, I actually have a knee injury at the moment, and it was kind of bothering me this weekend. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever the physio said to do to kind of strengthen it.
Just they gave me a few exercises. They tell me go overboard, put ice on it, and yeah.
Yeah. Now back to refereeing, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
When you're officiating games, are you looking at, okay, I've got this team today, this coach is kind of high tempo and so forth? Are you looking at those type of things?
Not at all. I just go there, do my thing. Don't really worry about the coaches or any of the players or even the spectators.
Right.
I don't really worry about what they say. I just do my thing.
Now, just before you was Kaylee, she's doing a lot of senior games.
Yeah.
Is that something you aspire to do at some point?
Wow, I'm actually getting pressured to do PDL by Mr. Williams soon.
That's the next step.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident enough that you understand the rules? So basically, it's just knowing the rules.
Yeah.
That you, because it could be an under 15 game that you could be doing the same rules.
Yeah.
The ball's round, the goals the same.
Yeah. Playing football also played a big role in my refereeing skills as well, because me playing, I have to know the rules and different calls and stuff. So I find it pretty easy.
Yeah. Now, in the national setup, there's a lot of you guys that are taking up officiating.
Yeah.
And I think it bodes well for the team, because you guys have gotten this, what I would say, family of sorts. And you like to do things together. You like to do things that's going to make you better. And I think choosing to officiate has helped you as a team more than anything else, because I see you guys, how you communicate with one another, like even when you're training. So that's always a good thing. For you, though, where do you see the game, whether it be player, officiating, coaching, whatever, where do you see the game taking you?
Playing with the national squad, I actually feel like it's taken me as a player pretty far. Making it to the World Cup qualifiers last year, I feel like it's going to take us pretty far. Me as a player, as well as the country.
Right. Now, obviously, you have aspirations of going to college, university, and all that. Have you started looking at those prospects, maybe?
I've actually been accepted into Holland College in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Where one of my fellow teammates actually attend. Jade Stewart, yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. It's cold up there, see. But I know that hill fire will come out and keep you warm.
Yeah.
But I look forward to seeing you fulfill your dreams in football. I hope that you get everything that you want out of the game. And if you can give back as official at certain times, then I would encourage you to do so as well. All right?
Yes.
So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
Look out for you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, folks, that's it for Referees Corner here on IslandStats.com. I'm your host, Earl Basin, and join me next week when I will have further and more referees right here on Referees Corner. Have a good night.